Hey Jerry, welcome.
Hey, what's up, Sahana? The magic of television. Here we are.
Wearing the same color clothes,
Right.
completely in sync. That's how the Regrid team is. We're back with a product enhancement and a launch that happened this morning. So that's what today's webinar is going to be all about. We'll talk a little bit about what went live today and do a quick demo. And if there are any questions, answer them. But we'll try and keep this one short. Wednesday afternoon, everyone can get back to their work and lives right after that. So sounds like a good plan.
Sounds like a great plan. Short, sweet, and a live demo. So a tightrope walk. Here we
Yes.
go.
All right. So today we launched entire statewide parcel data on the Regrid Data Store. So Regrid Data Store has been our self-serve instant purchase, instant downloads of our high quality standardized parcel data, but it was always available by the county. So anyone who needed county level data, one or multiple counties would can come into the Regrid Data Store and conveniently look up all the documentation information, make an informed decision, and get the data in the format of their choice. It's all instant, it's self-serve, it's quick, no delays, no hassles. So if you're looking for faster time to market, if you have a tight deadline for your project that could use parcel data, that's the solution for you. And it's been working very well. Our customers have been happy with the data store. But we've also been seeing some requests come by for statewide data because sometimes our customers do need multiple counties in a single state. And at that point, it becomes easier to get the entire state, or sometimes they need the whole state or multiple states. And that's exactly what we did. We added, so there's county data already available, but we added entire states. In our 4 commercialized queues that we will talk about once we do the demo. And it's all available in the same format, easy peasy, seamlessly add to cart, check out, and then on your way to downloading the data in the format of your choice. So that's the big update from this morning.
Yeah, and I'll just add for those who are just like maybe just finding us right now too. So as land parcel data people, we've noticed over time that people need this data in a lot of different formats, right?
Yeah.
And so we provide it in a mobile app, in a web app, if you want to look it up, work with it in our software. And then we've had this nationwide data licensing and an API if you want to pull it into your own app, into your own maps. And then as Sahana said, with this data store, it had always been the way where you could just go pull down these individual counties, download those files, and have access to those files. So the ability to purchase and download states from the data store is a thing that we've heard a lot of people ask for. It just allows you to get a great deal on a good number of counties, 24/7, 365, whenever you find yourself in need of parcel data without needing to take up a lot of your time with chit chat. So there we go.
That's right. So, all right. So I'm sharing my screen. So let's do a quick demo. The Regrid Data Store is also a really good coverage map. So, you can come here. It's a good place to learn all about our parcel data. So if you're ever thinking about getting high quality parcel data, whether just the tabular form or the shapes as well, this is the place to be. You come here, you'll get quick information on exactly how many counties we have, what our coverage looks like. We also now have parcels plus matched building footprints and matched secondary addresses. So we actually include that information here. The data store has all of our parcel data documentation. So if you want to know exactly what fields we have, then you can come here, look at our schema, and get a quick glimpse of our data fields and attributes that you would get in the different tiers that we have. If you are wondering what our coverage looks like, our coverage report is linked straight from the data store. Our coverage report is very detailed. This row tells you percentage coverage at a nationwide level, but it's broken down by the county against each field that we have in our schema. So that's how detailed it is. So you can literally know and see exactly what data you'd be getting for what county and what state. So if you are looking at a state level, so we have state summaries as well, which comes in handy as you're coming to the data store to assess our statewide data. And then, of course, we have our FAQs. And then if you come down here, you can find all of the states and counties that we have. If you click on one of the states, every state page has this nifty little, we give you the count of parcels, count of buildings, secondary addresses, and we also show you the coverage, how many counties we have. And then we now have this by entire state option. This is the new addition that we are talking about right now, where you can get the entire state. But if you scroll down, you can also just choose to get counties, counties of your choice. If you click on this, you'll be able to move on to, each one of our state and the commercialized options. So we have our standard parcel data, which basically has everything that we get from counties themselves. And then we have the premium parcel data, which has some of our premium fields, which don't come directly standalone from counties. So which it includes like the vacancy and the residential indicators, buildings count, and all of our land use codes, the normalized land use codes. And of course, we have our enhanced location data sets here, which is the match secondary addresses and the match building footprints, everything at a statewide level. But this is where, like the proof is in the pudding. All of our samples are available right here. You can look at sample CSVs, which is basically a bridged version of our full data set, but the sample is enough and representative enough to show exactly what's included in the data set. So if you click here, you can actually go to each one of the counties in Ohio and look at the data sample for each one of them before you make a decision. That's what this looks like. So you can look at the sample CSV for Adams County. We, of course, have 2 representative counties for which we provide shape files here. So you can come here, click, and then take a look at what exactly is included in the data set so you can get a better sense of what our geometry looks like. But right here, you can find everything, including the license agreement. So you can actually take a look at that and see what you're signing up for. So literally everything that you would need at your disposal to make an informed decision is all packaged up in a nifty little self-serve interface right here. And then you can then add to cart. Each one of these SKUs also has additional information like the coverage, the attributes. We also try and show you all the top coverage for each one of our counties. You can see the last refresh date, so you can see you can get a sense of how current and the data is when it was last updated. All of that is right here. You can choose the option of your choice, add to cart, and then come here and then be on your way to check out the data and then download it. That's how simple this whole process is. I want to, at this stage, jump to our staging site so I can actually go ahead and make this purchase without actually having to pay for it. I do want to show this, though. We recently added this option. So we've always had credit card transactions on the data store, but we've also now added, direct payment transfers through ACH. And this is only to make sure that there are multiple payment methods, so you do not feel like you're compelled to use the one, but also with the larger transactions on the statewide data set, it made sense to offer ACH. All of this goes securely through Stripe. Stripe is our payment vendor, and we have a blog up today that explains exactly how this works on Stripe, how secure it is, what the four-step process looks like. So you select a bank, there's a secure sign-in, there's a 2-factor authentication process, and then once the purchase is made and you get a confirmation email. Of course, with ACH, you might experience a delay of maybe 1 to 2 business days, depending on your bank and the account and the verification process. But it is still almost an instant purchase because you get a confirmation right after you go through this process. So you know that the order has been placed, and within a day or two, you'll be on your way to downloading the data. Of course, with the credit card, it's instant. I can show you what that looks like here. I'm just making sure I'm on staging. Just noting that this is a dummy credit card number, won't work in real life. And make sure to go through our license agreement. That's also here for you to read. We want to make sure that you've you've looked at all the samples, coverage report, and parcel schema. We want to make sure that you're getting the data set that you need for your use cases, and then agree and confirm, and that is it. While that goes through, so just stay on this page. You'll land up on the download page. If not, you'll get the confirmation email, and then you can go to your download page. You'll have all of your files available for 30 days. So make sure to download your files in those 30 days. But that's how simple it is. So there you go. So you'll get the statewide zipped up files, but you can also just pick and choose the counties if you want to do this incrementally. A few counties today, a few counties next week. You can do it that way. You can find your invoice right here and all the documentation necessary depending on the data set that you chose. But everything all packaged up right here, all the information that you need. So yeah.
And Sahana, just to echo just a couple really important points in what you said. So there's now with the ACH payments where you can make the direct payment from your bank. People have asked us for this, especially with the larger sums, right? Because we do also accept the credit card and the debit card. Sometimes people hit limits on those, so they don't want to use it. So both options are a part of this, just whichever is more convenient for you. Sahana mentioned the bank transfers can take a little bit of time to go through. That's just how banks work. Don't ask us why. It's just it's whatever they do with the money in the meantime. But then also just to underscore too, like the team has really put a lot of work into creating trust at every step of the way that you're actually buying and will be receiving what you expect. And so you'll really see that in how we lay out the coverage. You'll see that in the sample files. You'll see that in some of the hand holding through the process, because we all know as people who have bought things online, if you don't do a good job at that, you're just not going to complete that purchase because you're like, I don't know what is on the other side of this thing. And so I think the team, that you and the team have done a really remarkable job on making that the case. So everybody should know exactly what they're getting every step of the way. So
yeah. And our coverage shows exactly what we have too. There's that level of transparency, and the coverage report gets updated every month as we update the data, and then so will the data store. It's synced up directly to our database. So you'll see if you've added new counties, you'll see the count go up right there on the data store. So it's really a really good resource for anybody looking to evaluate parcel data, even at a nationwide level. This is a good place to come start looking at the documentation, how good the data is. And then if you're looking for nationwide data, which you can't, of course, find on the data store, our team is waiting for you. Just let us know and we'll get the conversation started.
I think that's probably the other important point, is that we didn't build the data store because we don't like talking to you. We love talking to you, and our team is happy to talk to you. So you can always reach the team at parcels@regrid.com. discuss buying, nationwide licenses, the API, whatever it is. But we also know that, being people ourselves on stuff, having the self-serve easy option where you don't need to speak to anybody and you can do it when inspiration strikes, even if it's after 5 p.m. or whenever people stop working these crazy days, store will be here as a service for you. So
Right. So that is the data store demo. So countywide and statewide data is available now on the store. Like I said, this works great for when you are looking for data right away. You're looking at local regional projects that requires data by the county or by the state. But if you're looking to work with data at scale, both at an API level or bulk data level, just reach out to us. Our nationwide team will be with you right away. All right, Jerry, is there anything else to cover before we wrap this up?
No, of course, we hope that people like it. If you have any feedback on things, of course, send that to us as well. We hope you enjoy it, and great work, Sahana and team. I know, all these releases that we do, so much work and tender love and care goes into getting them just right. So I think that'll shine through for folks who give this experience a shot.
Yeah. A quick shout out to Devin, our front-end developer who did most of the work on that I just demoed, and our CTO and co-founder, Larry Sheridan, for all the work behind the ACH. So
Devin and Larry.
All right. Okay. If there are any questions, please email us at parcels@regrid.com. I have that right there. But otherwise, this was sweet and short.
Thanks, Sahana. See you soon.
Thank you.